अस्सलाम वालेकुम viewers, कैसे हैं आप सब? I hope कि आप सब बिल्कुल ठीक होंगे. As all of you know, this interview series is supported by the Rehan Foundation, Institute of Peace, and part of Connected Pakistani. And from Connected Pakistani platform, we are here with Joanna. आज हम इनसे बात करेंगे life journey, achievements, इनके बारे में सब जानेंगे. Hi Joanna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. First of all, tell us about yourself in detail.
All right. I'm Joanna Choluj. I'm from
Okay.
Poland. I'm Polish. First of all, I'm a teacher, and I'm a homeschooler. I'm homeschooling my children. The children are 5 and 12 boys, and but I stopped teaching at schools because I started my new project. I'm planning to move out of Poland when everything will calm down in the world. And my project is about mainly workshops, teaching
Okay.
teenagers and women. There are different subjects, but mainly, subjects about, knowing yourself, self-development, and but also other stuff, lots of things. And I started writing books that I'm slowly putting them on Amazon. I'm writing books and I'm illustrating them. And
Okay.
yeah, so everything is on my website. It's jcalternativeedu.com. So I guess that's it. If you ask me questions, I will answer.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you are doing, it's really amazing. So, what about your teaching experience? What your
About
strategies for teenagers?
for Can you say it again?
Yeah, you can say again. What are your strategies for teenagers when you teach?
For teenagers.
Yeah, for
Well,
teenagers.
I'm a language teacher. I've been teaching English and French. And basically I was teaching everybody from kindergarten to very old people, even in state schools and in private schools. And then in 2013, I opened my own language school. And in
Okay.
that school, I mainly had teenagers. The teenagers were coming, and I had groups, and I had also one-to-one lessons. And
Okay.
I've got lots of experience, but the method, I don't have a really one single method. It depends on the student, on the
Exactly.
person, what they need, and the needs of people are very different. Adults, it's a different story. Teenagers, it depends. Is it for the exam, or is it just to know the language? Some children have problems with different parts of learning, right? Some just don't know how to speak, others just don't know how to write. So I just check what's the problem, and I try to solve it together. That's how it works.
Okay. So, you opened a physical school or an online school?
No, I had a physical school. It was a school. It was a normal school, stationary. I first I was doing like going to the people and doing lessons over there, and I was also doing lessons at my place. But after that, when I started homeschooling, I mainly had home lessons. I had my language school at home in my apartment.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
but
if anyone wants to
stationary,
open
no online.
his or her physical school, what steps he or she should follow?
One more time.
If anyone wants to open a physical school, language school, what steps he or she should follow?
I would say it depends on the country very much. But first of all, the first thing is to have the idea, like what kind of school do you want? Because there are even language schools are very different. So who do you want to teach? Do you want to teach everybody, or do you want to teach just adults, or do you want to teach kindergarten? And do you want to teach at your place, or do you want to go and rent a place and teach over there, or do you want to go to people or to schools? You know, the vision. What's the vision? So basically, you need to set your goals and see your needs. What are your needs, right? What do you want? What you can do, and
Exactly.
the goals, like also the possibilities you need to see. All this is a business plan. You just need to sit down and do your business plan, right? And also, what is the situation in the place where you live? Like, do they need a school, even, right? Or maybe you want to teach online. It's a different story.
Exactly.
But again, you need to check what's your, like, who do you teach? Who wants your teaching? And what is your experience? Because I had lots of experience. I was teaching all groups, so I could choose what I wanted, right? But sometimes people just teach teenagers or they just teach adults. So focus on that, what you know, right? But then there are formal
Yeah,
stuff. Formal is different. Each country has a different formal story.
yeah, exactly. Then how you continue teaching during this pandemic, during this lockdown?
I'm not teaching now. I'm um okay. Last year I decided to teach for a year in my in the Waldorf school. Do you know Waldorf school? It's another kind of school. It's a specific school, right? They have different curriculum and everything is different. I just thought that I would like to have this experience, so I went to the school, and mid-year COVID started, so we went online, and I was teaching over there last year. In effect, I even took my son from homeschooling and I put him in the school too. So I was teaching his class, English, right? But this school, Waldorf school, was not prepared for online lessons. So it was a mess. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So, for example, when with my project, will start workshops, I want to do it differently. I don't know how yet, but not like they did it. So I don't have much experience in online lessons. I have mainly bad experiences. But you can learn from bad experiences too, right? So
Yeah,
right now, this year, I'm not teaching. I'm only teaching my children and I'm writing my books because I want to put them on Amazon. So I don't have time for teaching.
okay, okay. So what is success to you?
Success?
Yeah, what is success to you?
Success for me, I think that life is like full of small successes. I don't really have like one big that I'm going through, I'm happy when I have, for example, I set goals for my year. And when at the end of the year, let's say I had 10 goals, if at the end of the year I have like 8 done, that's a success,
Okay.
right, for me. But otherwise, I'm happy. So I guess I'm successful when I'm um, when I'm really honest in what I'm doing. For example, I'm set my goal, and like now I'm doing my project, and I start doing it and I feel the flow. I feel the flow. I feel that this is really what I want to do, and I see the people They like it. So it's success, I think, you know, when I'm happy and the people are happy. Mm.
So can we stay happy all the time?
No, it's like this. Up,
Yeah.
down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. And we are learning. We are learning when we are up. When we are down, we are learning even more. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
We feel like
constant,
we are
constant.
feeling pain, we are suffering, and many other things. And you can say we mostly ignore the portion of learning. How we
Yeah.
should deal in those situations. If we are in pain, if we are suffering, how we can learn.
Humble. I
Okay.
when I'm really down, like for example, I'm doing something and I don't see the result. Like I'm
Yeah.
doing, and I see no result. Like now, for example, it's I'm putting lots of work, but I didn't finish it yet, and like I'm not sure it will work. So I'm a little down. You know, autumn is coming, winter is coming, but you know, I'm trying to be very close to myself, like not to go to people and ask them anything. I'm just trying to calm down myself, and I'm just, you know, praying or meditating, and I'm just very close to my feelings. Like I'm asking every day myself, so what is my situation? What are my feelings? And I'm trying to, you know, just give myself hope, and I'm saying like everything is fine. Look, I didn't do it yet. I shouldn't be scared. I just continue. And what I do, I just focus on working. Not much thinking. No thinking. Working, working, working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you link happiness with bank balance and wealth?
With what?
Can you link happiness with bank balance and wealth? If I have a number of dollars in my bank account or a number of rupees in my bank account, and that means I'm happy. Can you
It,
relate?
it's not. It's not so simple. It's not so simple.
Exactly.
Happiness doesn't depend, of course, on money. But you know, if for example you are doing a project and you are not getting any satisfaction, like financial satisfaction, also, even the foundations and people that are doing volunteer work, they need to have some money to survive, right? So
Exactly.
it's like if you are not making any money, I think it's not good too. You cannot really work for free because otherwise your energy will go down, 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 down. There must be some kind of, you know, feedback and some
Appreciation
kind
or
of,
motivation.
yeah. You can set, for example, decide, okay, I can work for this or this or this or minimum if it's satisfying for you, and you can set, for example, okay, for 2 years I'm working for minimum, but after that, what's next, right? Do I really want it or not? It cannot be
Exactly.
like, yeah.
So where you see yourself in next 5 years? What are your plans?
In France.
Okay.
um yeah, I just met somebody that I really like, um and I'm like feeling that my life starts all over. I'm a period of transition, I would say. I'm preparing my transition and my move and my project and everything. I think it will take like half a year, and he's doing the same. So I guess in next 5 years I will be somewhere abroad and doing my project. You know, just writing books and doing my workshops and some consultations. But I don't know. Nothing happens like, you know, from, you know, over the night, right? So I'm just practicing patience.
Okay, amazing.
I
So
think it will
what
go
you
step
try
by
to,
step.
yeah, exactly. So what you try to explain in your books?
Um, you know, in my books, I write a lot of my experiences. because I had very harsh life. I had a difficult life. I
Okay.
I had lots of problems in my childhood. I would say. Uh, I had problems with understanding, how the world works, problems with communications with my parents. Um, and I was always a very bright child, very talented. But I didn't have lots of motivation and I didn't have lots of self motivation and self belief. So in my books, I'm talking about myself and I'm talking about how I went, how I um, what I did to be in the place where I am now, that I'm independent, how I managed my relationships, what I learned from my failures. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about family, and I'm talking about self awareness. I'm talking like what can you learn from bad experiences? How can you be not a depressed person, but a better person? That's what I'm talking about. And I'm especially talking to women because I think women really suffer a lot, and sometimes they are just in this vicious circle. They cannot, they experience violence, and everywhere, it's everywhere in the world. I noticed, really, there are no exceptions, be it a very rich society or whatever. So women have problems with believing in themselves, being successful, really caring for themselves, for their body and everything. So I'm talking about this, and also about education of children. So
This is all amazing. Here, I want to ask, what motivates you when you feel down, down, down? When you face negative situation, what motivates you? What inspires you?
I believe in God, prayers. I'm very spiritual, but I also have a circle of friends, mainly women. That they are my support. So and not only on a physical space, right? Not really in the physical world, but online. So we've got groups, and then we are going, and this is like women circles. I think it's very supporting. Every woman should have this. Every woman should have a circle of friends or in a family. I'm not really very connected to my parents, but I've got lots of women friends, and they help
Okay,
me,
okay. So you
when
feel
I'm down.
comfortable with strangers.
Excuse me?
So you feel comfortable with strangers. Don't you hesitate with whom you're going to talk?
I've got a few persons that I trust. Like there are two or three of them, and I know that I can talk to them about mainly everything. But they are
Okay.
women, right? They are women, and we really we met or really I know them, right? But we mainly talk online, but we trust ourselves. It's like a friendship, but I believe that it's not only, for example, before I had also old women in my family. It was a sister of my grandma. I used to go there and we would just talk, like all the witches.
Okay.
Yes, she lived in the country, in the countryside. It was an old wise woman, and I had my grandma also, and I used to talk to her. I think that the young woman, maybe not really mother. Sometimes we have a difficult relation with our mother, but if you skip your mother and go to your grandma, it's good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I guess everybody should have a grandma or a cousin or somebody like that, or a friend. I've got also friends who are old age.
Exactly. Definitely. So as you said earlier, you spent a very tough life. You
Yeah.
definitely learned many lessons from your life. Please share any two lessons with us.
Two lessons.
Yeah, any two lessons that you think you should share with all of us?
Well, it will be very general, but I think that you should. No, my lesson is like a motto. I've got such a saying, a motto. It's from Edith Piaf. It's from a French singer. Um, I don't regret anything. And to me, it means that I don't regret bad things and I don't regret good things because everything teaches me. And so my lesson is that this like be when you've got something bad, just be patient and be humble, and don't give up because this teaches you even more than the good stuff. So I learned to be patient and humble through because I had many relationships which were just falling apart. I've got two children from two marriages, and I'm single. But like now I met this man, and I'm just being patient. I'm not just jumping in joy. Oh, this time we'll be fine. No, we are separate, and we are just learning. Like we are talking mainly, like what was wrong, what was bad, and patience. I believe that patience is everything, and never give up because you don't know what the life will bring you. It's not like your relationship failed that you will never meet anybody anymore. It's not true. You don't know. Maybe you're not trying, right? So I guess
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really amazing. So, if you want to add up anyone in your life, what are your standards? You see it first.
are you talking about male woman relationships, romantic
Relationship,
relation,
yeah, relationship and friends.
friendship? I would just say take your time. I don't think so. It's good to just, say, oh, this is my friend. I trust you. I will tell you everything. No, like for romantic or just any friendship, take your time. Just take your time to get each other. And, just sometimes it's like that you cannot really be close. Like now we've got, right, COVID, right? So it's like a trial. Maybe you can be for that person just present online, right? Just say goodbye and good morning every day. That's it. And that's a lot, right? I'm just saying, I would say just get to know each other and be patient. Don't go and get married like in 1 week, right? Don't do it. Just take
It,
your time. Even like I'm
again, it's
46.
all about patience.
Patience, yeah, patience, and I also would say that let's not be too romantic, and let's not be too like in dreams. Let's be also, there is this romantic side also for friendship, but there should be also this um how to say wise side, right? That you should like
Exactly.
look. Sometimes a friendship is just for something. Like I have friendships, like friends that I can go to, I don't know, dance together, and I have friends that I can talk about literature. But there are other friends who are good for everything, right? So, and the same for marriage. Like, I think it's you need to take your time to get to know each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So, as you know, Jonah, we have very limited time here. What's the last message that you want to deliver to our viewers?
again, what's the last?
What's the last message?
I
What
didn't
you want
prepare
to say at
any.
last?
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really prepare any message. Um, I don't want to repeat myself too. So, but I would say, don't give up and never regret anything. But in my videos, when I do them online, at the end of each video, I'm telling something in Polish, but in English also. Um, believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself and never, how to say it, uh, always, always have your internal fire, something
Okay.
inside you that will burn always. And it can be like a big fire or it can be a little fire, but always keep it. Keep, look at
Yeah,
it. There must be
just like
always something
passion.
in you. Yeah, something like your sanctuary, so your internal fire, your passion, something that keeps you going. So never, because if you let it go and extinguish, it's depression.
Yeah, exactly. We need something to move forward. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Joanna. It was really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm happy it happened after
Yeah,
problems.
I am happy. It's really
Okay.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.